Alright there you guys again, welcome to one of my live videos. Today I'm going to be updating you again on some more latest news. As you saw in my last video, after a convincing lovely victory over Manchester City, 2-0 winners, a lovely fantastic assist from Pogba to find Lukaku. He scores his second goal in these pre-season tours, and 2 minutes later Rashford scores. And what an absolutely fantastic goal it was. A lovely assist by Mkhitaryan, and yeah, them two as a partnership looks absolutely fantastic, and that may be an essential idea from Jose Mourinho, because they are the bright spots in the friendlies. The bright spots have looked Lingard, he's been good in the attacking third, Mkhitaryan's been fantastic, Rashford's been fantastic, as you tell, he's growing and he's developing into his game fantastically well. Lukaku's doing fantastically well. I think majority of the team are doing fantastically well, to be quite honest with you. But it was only friendly, and I still think that there's not much difference between Manchester United and Manchester City, really, if you think about it. But I think Jose Mourinho has quoted out a couple of things. He's basically come out with a couple of things. I can't remember everything that was said. He's basically come out and said he's credited Ed Woodward for getting, for the likes of Lindelof and Lukaku. But Jose Mourinho in this transfer window feels as though he needs more players in the team. He said he needs at least another player in that team, because what he's quoted out with the other Premier League teams and the way the transfer window is sorting up the amount of money that's getting paid out, he's basically said about the other teams such as West Ham, Liverpool and Manchester City, the way that they've got good players in, such as City, experienced players in. This is what Jose Mourinho said, the way that they're spending money in the transfer market, the way West Ham have just got Javi Hernandez orphanage, basically. And Liverpool as well, and he's quoted out the way the Premier League teams are spending money as well, and that includes the way Everton have spent their money as well. And this is what Jose Mourinho wants. He wants to build a platform, build this foundation. Now we've got Lindelof and Lukaku. He wants to get another player or two at least on the board. This is what Jose Mourinho has currently quoted out, that he wants to spend the money. He wants to be like them that have spent the money, and he wants to get at least another player in the team. This is what Jose Mourinho has basically said. Should we have a look? See if he did say out else. We're going to see if Jose Mourinho did say anything else. We'll have a look now. I'm going to read what Jose Mourinho basically said out. This is what Mourinho said out. If you watched the game yesterday, I didn't even watch the game. I just watched the highlights, and what I saw was a fantastic game of football. Obviously, City did they have the big names out? I think they had Silva out, Bernardo Silva. They had Aurier in the team. Kyle Walker made his debut. I thought they put a few young ones on as well. I thought their most expansive, expressive player was Foden, the young 17-year-old, and Sterling. I thought they were the two that played well for Manchester City. They only had shades of dominant spells in the game. I thought the majority of the game we controlled the game well. We played with desire, we played with heart, we played with passion. I thought it was an absolutely sublime performance from Manchester United. It was, as I said, it was only Manchester City's first match game. It was City's first pre-season game, so obviously we were going to be more match fit than Manchester City, if you put that perspective. But changes were made. I thought the game went to collapse a bit when the changes come on. I still thought we created some decent chances, but I thought City started sluggish, but they did start coming into the game. They had chances. David De Gea had to pull some world-class saves off. We had chances with the likes of Aurier. We had chances through Mkhitaryan, who also got assist. Lukaku also hit the crossbar. He could have got his name on the score sheet again, as he already did. We had the better of the chances. We controlled the better. As movement were fantastic in the midfield. We were good up front, creating loads of chances. We were also good in the back line as well. We looked very composed and organised at the back as well when we had to be at the right times. So, yeah, you can't really complain. It was a fantastic performance. But, yeah. We'll have a look at the news now. But it's going to be interesting to see how Mourinho lines up for the Real Madrid game. This is going to be a really, really tough game. Yeah, so it is. It is confirmed now that Ronaldo is staying at Real Madrid. As I did say, he'd been petulant because of the tax case and that. Perez has tapped him on the back. As much as I love Ronaldo, he's one of the best players in the world. As much as I love him, the amount of honours he'd won at Manchester United, the honours he's won at Real Madrid with Champions League, and the bag full of goals he scores, I'd love him at Manchester United, but it would just never basically going to happen. And we're going to be coming against the likes of Ronaldo, baby, in the next game. So I do really still like Ronaldo. We'd take him back, but obviously it's not going to happen now. So I haven't mentioned it for ages, but it's confirmed he's staying at Real Madrid, so let's forget about it. So the next match is Real Madrid 23rd of July, just going through the fixtures. Barcelona July 27th. Valencia 30th of July, sorry if I pronounced it on. San Pandora 2nd of August. Super Cup, Real Madrid. So out of them, Real Madrid's going to be tough, I can't predict. Barcelona's going to be tough. Valencia's going to be tough. San Pandora and Real Madrid. So, no easy game there. No easy game. Sliding well, let's get on to Mourinho's basically said, right, what's he said now? He's desperate for the reinforcements. This is what Mourinho wants. He's basically saying we need a bit more. When you see the other teams in the Premier League, the way they get players. This is what Jose Mourinho, I'm reading to you what Mourinho said. And good players, you see the champion to buy 3 fantastic experienced players. City go to the market, they've spent a lot of money. Liverpool and West Ham get Joe Hart. Liverpool and West Ham get Joe Hart. Chicharito, Hernandez and Marco Alfanich. West Ham, wow. They're players to win the Premier League. 2, the teams are fantastic in marketing, and I'm waiting for a bit more. So Jose Mourinho's basically saying he wants more players in the team. He's credited Ed Woodward for getting Lindelof and Lukaku in. Ed Woodward has come on the US tour to try and get deals finalised and fully confirmed then. But Lukaku, fantastic. Made 2 goals now in these tours, which is absolutely fantastic. He said if we manage to get one more player, Mourinho, he'd be happy. But if he can get another one after that, he'd be crying to get another player as well. So Mourinho does want another player or 2 on the board if he thinks we are going to be title competitors next season. Anyway, let's get on the latest news about... we've got today, Aurier, I can't pronounce his name, the PSG right back. We've got stories of Antonio Martial. And we've got... stories of I'm going to be talking about Fabinho as well, and maybe some other news as well. So let's get on with it. Aurier, the PSG right back, Manchester, currently now Jose Mourinho, according to reports, this is suggesting from the French newspaper. This could come to a conclusion that Mourinho, Manchester United are interested in signing him. I think he's currently willing to depart PSG. I don't really know much about him. I know he's got a fantastic passing ability. He's good at driving forward. He's good in the air, good on the ball. He's good at playing short passes as well, and he is good at that right back. But at PSG, he's currently not that preferred choice at PSG because I think Thomas someone is a more preferred choice at right back because of the disciplinary issues that he's got. And he's been he may be a good footballer, but he has got, basically, as I heard, a bad reputation for what he's done before. This player basically has been classified as an absolute nutcase, basically, for causing scenes and for the stuff that he's done before during his football career. Apparently, before he's done a slit throat, was it a celebration or something? He's also apparently assaulted a police officer. And he's also been banned from travelling from the UK, and there may be some other scenes onto that as well. So basically, doesn't look, his reputation in person doesn't look very, very good. So a lot of United fans may have mentioned this to you, but there's around about a 25 million deal involved for this Aurier player. So basically now with that we've missed out on Fabinho. Basically Mourinho wants him. Fabinho, I think Monaco are still reluctant to sell Fabinho because basically Monaco, this is why they are struggling to negotiate with other clubs. This is why Monaco are struggling to negotiate with other clubs because they're charging too much money for the players, and they are reluctant to sell quite a lot of their players. They have got players in the team, they have got players on the board, but they need to find them individual replacements. I think they're persuading Kylian Mbappe to maybe stay. As I updated you yesterday on Benjamin Mendy about City and Monaco rejecting a 44.5 million bid. I think Chelsea have inquired about Benjamin Mendy. As I said, he's 6'1", he's 23, he's good in the air, he's strong, he's good at driving forward, and you can tell a lot of teams are there. A lot of their young, talented, experienced team with a limelight for them gaining success last season. Monaco, they're attracting a lot of interest from other clubs. They're charging a lot of interest from other clubs. This is why they're struggling to negotiate with other teams, basically. Work that. And basically, Monaco are wanting the £50 million, basically, for a player, Benjamin Mendy. That currently, they want £50 million, the same price as what City did pay for Kyle Walker. What? Alright. Alright. You alright? Alright. Alright. Yeah, City did pay 50 million for Kyle Walker. I think the ads-on have been included as well, so it comes one of the most expensive defenders for Kyle Walker. Currently, Mendy's 4 years younger than Kyle Walker. Monaco want £50 million for his current signature. This is why they've been struggling to negotiate. It's the same scenario with Thomas Lemar, you know. Arsenal have put bids in for him. Monaco have rejected him from Thomas Lemar. He's a class player. They've basically, Monaco rated him as a 70-80 million pound player for Thomas Lemar. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. He's a good athlete. He's good at driving forward. He dramatically improved Arsenal, but they're asking too much money for their players in Monaco, and this is why. And with Kyle Walker, he's a good, fantastic player. I said he's good at driving forward. He was good on the flanks. Danny Rose on the left, Kyle Walker on the right last season with Tottenham were fantastic, very dynamic, very good at driving forward. Kyle Walker's a fantastic player, and it is a good signing for Manchester City. It is a good signing, but Monaco are asking for the same price for Benjamin Mendy. So I think he was supposed to be due a medical, was it on Tuesday, something like that. Hasn't come to a conclusion because City and Monaco have not basically managed to agree a fee, and City and Monaco in general have been struggling to negotiate a deal for Benjamin Mendy. City have been interested in him for quite a while, but with the Tottenham case, as I did say, what's his name, Daniel Levy was reluctant to sell Kyle Walker for under £50 million. That was the price tag that was set out for that. That was the price tag, but City were going to pay 40 million. But they did miss out on Dani Alves, who's probably one of the best generated right backs in the world, and he's a fantastic player. I think they'd agreed a deal in principle with him, but he'd come to a conclusion. PSG had offered more of his wages. So if City weren't going to pay over that £40 million for Kyle Walker, they had to basically force that deal through to get to that 50 million mark, or they'd have lost out on another main priority of Pep Guardiola's. That's why they went to the 50 million mark, so they could get Kyle Walker on the board. I don't really know much about Benjamin Mendy. I know he's 23, he's 6'1", so yeah, but they've also looked into Dan Alio from Madrid. That'd be essential now. Guardiola's strengthened his right back. He thinks left backs is now an essential position for him to strengthen up. But then Danilo from Real Madrid is very versatile. He can bolster that squad. You know, he can play basically on each flank in the full back position. So that basically would be essential there. Basically, if City do get him on the board. But yeah, with basically where was I now? With Fabinho, yes, City are Monaco are reluctant to sell him. According to the reports, Atletico Madrid was still in there, I think, as they can't buy any players till January, as they've got a transfer ban. I think PSG have still made inquiries about Fabinho as well. I couldn't see Monaco selling him to a French rival. Whether Fabinho wants to go or not, I do not know. I think he's adamant that he does want to move, basically. But I think Monaco are reluctant, are resisted to him. So basically, Fabinho, I'd love him. He's good at breaking up the play, tenacious, good at driving forward. He's got speed, he's got penetration. He's a very, very creative player, is Fabinho. But I'm not quite sure what's going to be happening with Fabinho. It had been announced before by Damasio, the Italian journalist, that would agreed if we'd come to a conclusion nearly for Fabinho. Then basically the deal went off, and it has died down for quite a while. We haven't heard much of it. All we've known is that Monaco are reluctant to sell Fabinho, and that's about it. So Mourinho showed more intentions on the PSG right back, basically. And now the latest news about Antonio Martial. Now, according to reports, that Wolfsburg have announced an interest in signing him on a loan deal, I think. Inter Milan are still interested in signing him as well. But currently, Antonio Martial's cousin, relative or something like that, has confirmed that Inter Milan are interested and has confirmed basically an offer. But as I did say before, I just can't see Antonio Martial going. You know, he's a player that did fail to replicate that form. He did fail to replicate that form back under Louis van Gaal. He was poor last season. I think he only managed to score 8 goals last season. He was poor, but he's 21. There's still room for improvement in his game. He's good. He can perform fantastically well. He can grow and develop into his game more. So I would, if I were Mourinho, even if he did sanction him, I'd still back him all the way. But I wouldn't like to see Martial go. I wouldn't like Mourinho to sanction Martial, because he's a fantastic player. And Wolfsburg have been interested. We know Wolfsburg, Milan, Roma, Arsenal before. So a lot of numerous teams. He's attracting a lot of numerous teams out there, is Antonio Martial. He's still a quality player. I still like him. When he's on his game, he's fantastic. And he's still one of the world's most expensive teenagers. And keep Antonio Martial. Basically, it could now basically be part of what happens with Ivan Perisic. This could be basically part of the Ivan Perisic deal. I hope it's not. What I'd rather do, I do think we need that dedicated width. I do think we need them creative winners. I do think we need them players that can put balls into the box. But I would keep Antonio Martial. Even if we were to lose out on Ivan Perisic, I would still keep Antonio Martial, because Inter Milan are playing hardball basically. Even Perisic basically has gone to China when he was supposed to be in Manchester. The media speculated the deal was supposed to be done Monday. And then it was going to be announced in the next 48 hours. Yeah, the deal was going to be announced in the next 48 hours. Thanks for that. The deal was going to be announced in the next 48 hours, and then it basically didn't happen. He went off to China with Inter Milan, and then that's just brought a debate. That's just brought a delay on the deal. So now basically Inter Milan are quoting out this could be part to do with what happens with Antonio Martial. I do still want Perisic, as I did say before. He was trying to accelerate the move. He was forcing the move through because he claimed that he had a dental problem and that he currently had a toothache, and that was going to make the move happen faster. Damasio announced the original fee what Inter Milan wanted, which was €55 million, £48 million English pound sterling. But Inter Milan still want that money, and I said that the rate is big. What had been rejected was it £39 million plus add-ons as well, which is for performances and goals and stuff. But yeah, whatever's going on with Perisic, I do not know. I think Inter Milan got a friendly today or something like that. He will be participating in that. Basically, the directors basically did say as well, they've poured cold water on the speculation, basically saying he's not going anywhere, he's staying with us for the tours, as he did leave that Northern Italy training camp, because he basically wants to make a move to the Premier League, does Ivan Perisic. We've had bids rejected before for Ivan Perisic. We've been in advanced talks for absolutely months and months and months. Manchester United and Inter Milan have been negotiating about this. Even the agent of Perisic has tried negotiating to get a deal finalised with the Inter Milan officials. But yeah, I'm not going to... This basically now, the Perisic case basically could come inflated. I'm not quite sure what's going to be happening with Perisic. But it's positive. We've got Lindelof, we've got Lukaku on the board, which is the most important thing. And Chelsea have confirmed the signing of Morata. I think it's €80 million. I presume now he's passed his medical. He's agreed the full personal terms, and he has fully now. He's gone to Chelsea, and that's going to strengthen Chelsea up. It's going to add depth. They've now got them reinforced up front, and Chelsea fans will feel confident now they've got Morata. As I did say, it wasn't the first choice, it wasn't the second choice, it wasn't the third choice, it was their fourth choice player, because we looked in the ascendancy for absolutely ages to get Alvaro Morata on the board. But as I said, that's why Real Madrid have been struggling to negotiate with other teams just like Monaco, because they're charging way too much money for their players. It's been vice versa. It looks like Lukaku was going to Chelsea, Morata was coming to United. It's been the other way around. Lukaku's coming to Man U, come to United, and Lukaku's gone. Morata's come to United. Morata's gone to Chelsea, and Lukaku's come to United. So it's vice versa. But Conte has been frustrated with the lack of investment in the transfer window. He has been very, very frustrated with the lack of investment. But now he's got that player that he wants. He's got Bakayoko. He's got Rodiger for that. That's a replacement, basically John Terry. And he's got Morata and Bakayoko. As I said, Bakayoko will be fantastic in that midfield for Chelsea. And I think also, so the transfer window is high up. Everton have spent money on 7 players or something like that. Chelsea bought a few. City have bought a few players. Yes, as I did update yesterday, I think Hernandez has now officially joined West Ham, is it? They activated that release clause, was it around about 13... It was around about £16 million or something like that. I think the personal terms wasn't going to be a major problem. I think that has been agreed now, and it's absolutely fantastic sign for West Ham. You know, they was urging him on social media, you know, for Hernandez to join West Ham, because he basically said, I'll have a nice week. So there was suggestions turning up then. Hernandez representatives and West Ham officials had been in discussion with this. And the director, the Bayer Leverkusen director, basically said he is adamant to leave and he will be allowed to leave Bayer Leverkusen. But his performances for Bayer Leverkusen being fantastic, scored a bag full of goals. He's won honours with Manchester United, won the Smart Buzzy Player of the Year award, won Premier Leagues, won Community Shields. With Real Madrid as well, did fantastic, did the little P, but Fergie's classified him as very agile, skillful, good at driving forward, good in the air, strong, quick, you know. And he's a goal poacher and he's good at scoring from close range. So West Ham will be ecstatic with this, you know. They've got one of the biggest digital screens in Europe, I think. Is that true? Yeah. Got a 6,000 capacity, so he's going to get 6,000 fans behind him. And you're going to sell a lot more merchandise and more programs now that you've got Javi Hernandez. You've got Orphanage, you've got Hernandez. So you've added to your ranks, you've bolstered your squad and you've added to your ranks, and I think you've basically got Joe Hart on loan as well. So you have added to your ranks. You've got a good player in there. He will guarantee you probably 20, 25 goals a season, will Javi Hernandez. But I wish we basically hadn't lost him, because he didn't really get the first team football that he wanted. Mourinho did, I think, quoted out, it may have been a mistake of Van Gaal getting rid of Javi Hernandez. Right there. Because the amount of goals he scored for us, absolutely scored a bag full of goals. So currently the lead, currently the top scorer for Mexico as well, and his performances have been absolutely sublime. Have Javi Hernandez. I'm not quite sure what contract he has done as well. But yeah, what a player Javi Hernandez. As you can see where West Ham's problem lied last season. They got thrashed a lot of times by the likes of United, as I said, by the likes of City, by the likes of Liverpool. So they've got an improvement in there. They've got Javi Hernandez with Orphanage, so he's the one that probably can score them goals. And we know Chelsea have been in there for Javi Hernandez before. I think a few other teams have showed their interest in Javi Hernandez. He only basically had a year left on his contract anywhere with Bayer Leverkusen, so they were basically going to get, West Ham were going to get him for a reasonable fee. So yeah, I thought basically Mourinho should have. I thought he basically, when he come available, he basically should have gone in for Javi Hernandez. But he didn't. He didn't go in for him because he had other viable alternative players that he wanted to get on the board. You can't compare Hernandez to you can't compare it to like your Suarez's, your your world-class strikers like Morata, but he's still a fantastic player, and he will produce the goods and deliver the goods to West Ham United. So yeah, you should be happy that you've got him on the board. And Morata, as I said, his comparison to Lukaku, I think he's better than Lukaku. He has got a good pedigree as Morata. I was still ashamed that we didn't get him on the board, but Lukaku's doing fantastically well. Him and Rashford as a partnership, I think it's an absolutely fantastic idea. As you saw in the City game, Lukaku's a fantastic, efficient finisher. Rashford, as I said, is growing into his game fantastically well. So yeah, that is fantastic. That is really fantastic news to hear about. Is that's very fantastic news. What else to update you on? I'm going to look some more news is all updated about Verratti. If it's all updated about Nainggolan, and I think Inter Milan are in advanced talks for Nainggolan, and I think he's signing a proposed new contract with Roman Nainggolan. As much as I'd love Nainggolan, very tenacious, very competitive, good at driving forward. Very good at breaking up the play. Got a lot of good attributes. Like Perisic has got a lot of good attributes. So it's Inter Milan being stubborn. We're just basically playing hardball with them. Inter Milan are basically quoting out. They try to get Martial involved in the deal for Perisic. They're wanting a staggering price tag for Perisic, who doesn't set the world alight, which is 48 million. And they've basically tried throwing Darmian in the equation as well before. So even Inter Milan are being so stubborn in this. And also, they have to currently comply for their financial fair play by the 30th of June, but I think they have eased that off now with Inter Milan, because I think they've currently signed a couple of midfielders or something like that. So yeah, I'm now going to have a look at the latest news, what's going on about Nainggolan, more news on Manchester United in general. I'm just going to look at some more news. I don't know where his next signing's coming from. Perisic could still happen. But I don't know where basically his next signing's coming from. I really couldn't say. And I'm going to have a look at the rest of the transfer rooms. Do you think that, as I said, do you think that PSG right back's a good idea to get in the team? We need the midfielder, as I said. We need a centre defensive mid. We need We need that dedicated width on the left. We need definitely someone on the left, and we need someone in the mid who's going to be a luxury of Aurier, your Pogba's. So let me know what you think to this video. Let me know who do you think we need, the next player that Manchester United need. Mourinho wants 1 or 2 more players. He's desperate, and he has basically said when he looks at the teams like Lukaku, Lindelof, I would like to get my squad here, my whole squad. If you manage to get 1 player, I'm even crying for 2. So basically, Ed Woodward is trying to get deals finalised. Mourinho has basically said about the Premier League teams spending money in his transfer window and getting highly experienced players, such as West Ham getting Hernandez, Orphanage, City getting good players who've got talent and high experience, and that's what we need in Manchester United, highly experienced players. And Perisic is the player that can. Perisic is a highly experienced player, because we need more high experienced players in the team. And Hernandez would be essential for West Ham, as I said, because he's highly rated, he's got fantastic experience, got a good pedigree, he's got a good career behind him. So it's going to be essential that for West Ham United, they have confirmed the signing of him anywhere. And yeah, Chelsea have also looked in with Aubameyang. They've looked into Hernandez before, obviously they looked into Lukaku before. Chelsea, Conte has just signed a new deal, as I said before. They got Chelsea. I think it's Chelsea's most expensive signing since 2011 when they got Torres. But it has added ranks, and they could be City or Chelsea could be maybe one of the title favourites next season. Maybe we will be if we do get another player or 2 on the board, which is very important. Anyway, guys, I'm going to look at more transfer rumours now, see what's going on. If anything else updated, I'll be on my live stream again, updating you as we always do on Chazzaboy Davenport channel. So drop a like on the video and take it easy. I'll see you later. Bye.